Yes, Kenya. Tamu sana, yes. This afternoon, President Uhuru Kenyatta, Raila Odinga and Kalonzo Musyoka met virtually through a call for about 1 hour. And we are told that the three leaders sealed a deal that is going to see Kalonzo Musyoka becoming the chief minister, assuming Raila Odinga wins the presidency. And besides serving as a chief minister, Kalonzo has also been offered the post of Foreign Affairs CS. So Kalonzo is going to serve as a chief minister and also as Foreign Affairs Cabinet Secretary. Besides that, Kalonzo has also been offered 4 cabinet positions. So besides serving as a chief minister, he literally now has 5 cabinet positions, including that of Foreign Affairs Ministry. And that is a news or other information that has also been captured by NTV through their news bulletin. So in this video, I want us to have a look at the news bulletin, for it's going to form the basis of our analysis and discussion right now. Have a look at this.
Welcome back. Now, Wiper Party leader Kalonzo Musyoka is inching closer to making a formal return to Azimio One Kenya Coalition Party following a series of meetings. NTV has learned that the Wiper leader has bargained for at least 5 ministerial portfolios in addition to the position of Chief Cabinet Secretary should the coalition win the August election. And as NTV senior political affairs reporter Kennedy Muredi now explains, the latest round of negotiations took place today during a virtual meeting.
A day after the Wiper Party secured a date for presentation of nomination papers to the IEBC, its leader Kalonzo Musyoka appears to have secured an enticing deal at a meeting with President Uhuru Kenyatta and Azimio presidential aspirant Raila Odinga. NTV is learning that by noon today, the three had agreed to rope in Kalonzo in the Azimio power matrix and give in to some of his demands that will see him have at least 4 cabinet slots. In the deal, Kalonzo is said to have bargained for the ministries of energy, tourism, water, health and infrastructure, but in the end, he lost the fight on the infrastructure docket, but got the offer to become Raila's Foreign Affairs Cabinet Secretary should the ODM leader win the elections. According to the draft plan, the Wiper leader would then take up the role of chief minister as announced by the coalition's flag bearer Raila Odinga on 16th May. Sources private to the negotiations who did not wish to be named owing to the sensitivity of the talks have intimated to NTV that the three met on a virtual call for about an hour today, after the president met the visiting Sierra Leone president and before Kalonzo left for Baringo to join Senator Gideon Moi, as the KANU leader handed over his papers for the Senate race, and before Raila left for Rabai in Kilifi County for the burial of area MP William Kamoti. Raila at the burial carrying a message of condolence from the two.
Risala ya rambirambi kwa ya watu wawili, kwanza Rais Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta, pili Mheshimiwa Kalonzo Musyoka.
The draft deal includes appointment slots for parastatals and commissions. Pressure has been piling on Kalonzo to return to the coalition, including from aspirants of various political seats in Ukambani, who called a meeting last week and demanded that Kalonzo make amends with President Kenyatta and Odinga.
We are asking our party leader that we do reconsider the possibility of having further discussions on this coalition arrangement.
This announcement by Kalonzo is expected to be later this week. The three are then scheduled to address a joint rally before Kalonzo sets out on a Lower Eastern tour to sell the deal. Kennedy Muredi, NTV.
Yes. If that deal materializes, which I'm certain it will, then I'm seeing a Kalonzo Musyoka who has learned his lesson. And Kalonzo's lesson has now forced him to join Raila Molo Odinga. What's the lesson Kalonzo has learned? Kalonzo Musyoka has come to realize and to learn that with or without him, Raila Odinga was still going to win the presidency. That's the simple lesson Kalonzo Musyoka's learned. And that is so because before Raila picked his running mate, Kalonzo Musyoka and his team were seriously threatening that msiponichagua kitaumana. Okay, then Raila went and picked Martha Karua. That was a way Raila was telling Kalonzo, wacha kiumani. That was also a way Raila was telling Kalonzo that still we can't do without you. But Kalonzo Musyoka, being a seasoned politician, an experienced politician, he has looked at all the options available and the practicability of Raila winning the presidency without him. And Kalonzo has come to the realization that Raila Odinga is still going to win with or without him. So Kalonzo has joined Azimio not to make Azimio win, but to be part of the victory. That's the lesson Kalonzo has learned. Raila or Azimio is still going to win with or without him. What does that mean or portend for Kalonzo Musyoka? Now assuming Raila forms the next government or wins the presidency. We are going to see, or rather I'm seeing, a Kalonzo Musyoka who is going to be very loyal and very, very obedient to Raila Molo Odinga. And he's going to be very loyal and very obedient because he knows that even without his input, Raila Molo Odinga could have won. So he's going to be very loyal and very obedient to Raila Molo Odinga. And now assuming Raila Odinga could have picked Kalonzo Musyoka as his running mate, then there was bound to be trouble. Kalonzo Musyoka was now going to see himself as being in the equal political footing with Raila Molo Odinga, assuming Raila Odinga could have picked him as his running mate. But now Kalonzo, having known fully well that with or without him Raila was going to win, already now he knows he is not Raila's equal. Raila is politically is senior, above him. So Kalonzo Musyoka is going to be very loyal and very, very obedient. That is one thing I'm seeing here. And for the person who actually advised Kalonzo Musyoka to rejoin Azimio, that person has just saved Kalonzo's political career. Why am I saying that? Assuming Kalonzo could have joined William Ruto, or assuming Kalonzo could have gone it alone, or he could have just opted not to support anybody, it's most likely that still Raila Odinga could have won. And assuming Raila Odinga could have won, I'm seeing a high possibility where maybe that post of a chief minister, if at all it will be created, I'm seeing a high possibility where now that post could have been offered to any other leader from Mukambani, maybe Charity Ngilu. And that could have just propelled Charity Ngilu as the senior-most Kamba leader and politician. And because power attracts, a good majority of Kamba residents could have now just miled around Charity Ngilu. Kamba residents and even leaders could have just miled around Charity Ngilu. That's how Charity Ngilu was going to kick out Kalonzo Musyoka from Kamba leadership. Charity Ngilu, if at all she was the one to be given that position, she was just going to be the new Kamba queen. That's how Kalonzo's political career could have just ended in August this year. The person who advised Kalonzo Musyoka, from where I sit, that's a genius advice. They have just saved Kalonzo's political career. Why am I saying that again? If you look at Kalonzo Musyoka, or if you look at Azimio, as things are right now, I'm not talking of some months to come. As things are right now, Kalonzo Musyoka is still a respected Kamba leader. And Kalonzo, besides Raila and Uhuru, he comes out as the person who can command a good support from his community. So without Uhuru, without Raila, Kalonzo actually ranks higher than any other leader in Azimio. But that's just for now. So if Kalonzo can use that goodwill, assuming Raila Molo Odinga win, Kalonzo will be able to actually make a comeback. He can actually make a rebound, maybe in 2027 or thereafter. Kalonzo Musyoka, if he plays his politics very well, with now the position of a chief minister, I'm saying a Kalonzo Musyoka who can actually consolidate his Kamba bedroom, and then he can actually penetrate other areas across the country. And that can easily build Kalonzo, not only to a Kamba leader, but to a national leader. And now with the position of Cabinet Secretary for Foreign Affairs, that's also going to build Kalonzo Musyoka internationally. Yes. So if he plays his politics very well, Kalonzo can actually be a force to reckon with, maybe post-2022, 2027 or thereafter, if he plays his politics very, very well. And I'm also seeing a clever Kalonzo Musyoka who also weighed all options that were available. Kalonzo might have looked at the possibility of going it alone. He was not going to win. He was going to be in the political cold. Kalonzo has also looked at the possibility of supporting William Ruto. It's definite they were not going to win. They were going to be in the political cold. So Kalonzo has just made the right move by joining a team or a side that is clearly, obviously, headed for a landslide win. And one thing, again, I know might have informed Kalonzo's decision. According to the Registrar of Political Parties, in Kenya currently we only have one alliance or coalition. That's Azimio One Kenya Alliance. Kenya Kwanza is just an amorphous group. It's not an alliance. We only have UDA. So should Kalonzo, assuming Kalonzo Musyoka could have supported William Ruto, there was no way they could have made any binding agreement. In fact, they were just going to help Ruto and UDA party maybe try to win the presidency. And assuming they could have even gone ahead to win the presidency, which I don't think, it was not guaranteed that William Ruto was going to offer Kalonzo anything, because there was going to be no binding agreement, simply because there is no alliance there. It's only UDA that is there. So I'm seeing a Kalonzo Musyoka who has made the right political move. And in one way or the other, as that is a big win for Kalonzo Musyoka, it might also be a blow to some of his close associates, the likes of Makueni Senator Mutula Kilonzo Jr. and Makueni MP Daniel Manzo, those who are seen as hardliners who wanted to throw Kalonzo Musyoka under the bus for their own political gain. They never cared about Kalonzo's political interest, but just about their interest winning seats in Ukambani at the expense of Kalonzo Musyoka. In one way or the other, that can also affect them negatively. They are being seen as a people who just wanted to kill Kalonzo's political career at the expense of them winning seats in Ukambani using Kalonzo Musyoka. That's what I'm seeing here, ladies and gentlemen. Let me leave it there for today. In case you've bumped here, just as I did mention, kindly subscribe, give this video a like. Our fans and subscribers here, I'm very much humbled, very grateful for the kind of support you are giving me here. God bless you. God bless Kenya.